How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Crypto Clout. Today on this episode, we're going to be talking about Tron, but first, we are in fact doing a Bitcoin giveaway on this channel, so if you would like to have a chance to win free Bitcoin, all you have to do is be subscribed to the channel for one. Make sure that you comment your Bitcoin wallet address down in the comments below, so if you are the selected lucky winning subscriber who's going to receive this Bitcoin, then you'll have a place to receive your winnings, of course. And that's about it. Just make sure that you like this video and you're subscribed to the channel with post notifications turned on, and those are all the qualifications, and we will actually be announcing the winner on Friday, so stay on the lookout for that. And it's really great to be giving back to the community on this channel. We've recently hit 19,000 subscribers, so this is essentially the 19,000 subscriber Bitcoin giveaway, just because it's so great to have so many loyal subscribers. So just make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and you'll have a chance to win. And today, Tron Foundation, really a lot of very exciting things, especially in the month that we are currently in, which is, of course, May 26th, 2018. And looking forward, this month is essentially going to be a very historical month in respect to Tron and the various different developments that are happening involving the mainnet launch. And of course, with all this hysteria that's essentially been going on, the community is in an uproar. The fans of Tron are really promoting their decisions to basically be supporting this technology, and of course the haters are out too and are talking all this smack about Tron. So there's a lot of there's a lot of FUD, and just like all these different articles are talking about, FUD, HODL, all the various different things, and a lot of people might not know exactly where to go. And it's also interesting what's recently happening involving BitTorrent and the relationship that we could possibly be seeing as Tron continues to move forward. So really, June is going to be a really interesting month for decentralized platforms in general. In particular, when we look at the market cap where things are currently standing at 333 billion, it is an interesting situation for this important milestone moment that we're about to witness for Tron. But I'm staying optimistic. I definitely see a lot of potential in store for Tron. I have a lot of faith in Justin Sun. I have a lot of faith in the technology, and I would say that moving forward, the decentralized component of this platform is really going to be the determining factor that makes it a key competitor when we consider the various different elements of cryptocurrency. And it's also important to take a look at Steam and various other decentralized platforms that have been using cryptocurrency and succeeding up until this point. DTube, decentralized YouTube, has been gaining popularity, and for those of us who are we support decentralized. If you own any Tron and you want to see Tron succeed, you should probably make a Steemit account and a DTube account and start getting used to using these different platforms of cryptocurrency, because I know they're two completely different things, but it is important to support decentralized media content, basically in general, as we continue to move forward. So it is interesting to see how Steam has moved along up until this point, and it is going to be an interesting indicator of how we see Tron continue to rise. And I think the way that Tron has been positioning themselves strategically as they continue to meet these various different milestones and dates of significance, it is interesting to see how Tron has been developing and moving forward. So looking forward in respect to this technology, I think we could see some really big things in the long term, but really it's going to be that first week of June when we start to see a lot of these different variables really manifesting themselves for the basically the public, and then the community will have a chance to respond and understand how the future is going to be moving forward step by step. But of course, I think my understanding of the Tron team, the various levels of research that I've done regarding the experience levels of these individuals who are making this project happen, I'm fairly confident in the potential that's in store for this technology. In particular, when when you consider what's happening involving websites like Google and YouTube and all these various different platforms that are they've been giants up until this point, but they're starting to have certain problems, and I think that a lot of those problems could easily be fixed from the approach that technologies like Tron and Steam take in the more decentralized approach. And of course, we're probably going to be seeing a rise in popularity as we see a decline in popularity when it comes to YouTube, because what with all the various different problems that YouTube's introducing to their platform that are really unnecessary, they're screwing up their subscription feed, and the community is always in an uproar regarding the various different things that are happening involving the changes that are happening to these old like Facebook and all these various different platforms. I think that a cryptocurrency could essentially fill the that gap, and of course there is a lot of potential there for a big rise. So I really do have high hopes for Tron. I would say towards that first week of June we should start to see things really cooking with gasoline. So it is interesting to be seeing how Tron has been developing and moving forward up until this point. So what is this BitTorrent, uTorrent really going to do in respect to the development of Tron? I think that this is really going to be interesting because Tron is really leveraging the power of cryptocurrencies towards the components of a level of society that's really open for this sort of introduction, as we see these different variables in respect to the possibilities that are made available when it comes to cryptocurrency. Tron's definitely working in a really interesting way to leverage a lot of the various different things that we've seen. A lot of these big tech companies are starting to crumble a little bit under their own weight, and it's really an interesting time for a new technology like Tron to rise and really take advantage of that opening in the market. And I think this is a really strategic time for this introduction of decentralized components. So the fact that Tron's been making a lot of the various different deals that we've been witnessing, it is interesting to see how the community's been responding. So of course, make sure that you comment down below letting us know what you guys think about Tron. It's always interesting to hear the community's response and this sort of thing. Also, standard disclaimer, you guys already know this, but this video is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. I'm not your dad. The whole purpose of me making these videos is to share my opinion, and that's exactly what this content is. It's just one man's humble opinion, and of course, I'm always interested in hearing everybody's opinion when it comes to these technologies, which is why I'd recommend that you guys go and follow us on our new Twitter. We actually have started using this new Twitter at Crypto Clout, and if anybody would like to share with us any feedback, we're more than open to having any communication with the fan base. It's really awesome to see this community as it's been growing, and of course, in the spirit of sharing various different opinions, I'm actually going to be including a link to this DustyBC video, which talks about the potential that's in store for Tron during/after mainnet launch. Really interesting content here, 16-minute video, and he covers a lot of the other interesting things that we've spoken about already in this content, and of course expands upon them in an interesting way. I think it's important to get everybody's perspective in, and of course I recommend everybody following Tron on their official verified Twitters as well, and of course follow Justin Sun on Twitter, just because Twitter is a great resource to stay up to date regarding these technologies. But yeah, in my opinion, I definitely could see Tron having a really significant future in store for it. I think as we continue to see these various different levels of society basically finding a way for cryptocurrency, it's essentially we're at the start of a revolution when it comes to the way that things had been going up until this point, and moving forward we're going to be seeing things happening a lot faster. So it is interesting in respect to the Tron timeline, and of course the various different variables that we can expect to be coming into consideration, and of course it is interesting interesting to see how these different variables are basically coming together in respect to the way that society and the conversation that's currently been happening regarding data, and the way that the public consciousness has essentially been evolving alongside cryptocurrency. So it is important that we're involved with cryptocurrency this early in the game. And I'd also just like to say, congratulations to everybody who already knows their stuff, because this is a very strategic point to be paying attention to these technologies in their early stages. And for all we know, Tron could be a household name in the future. So I'm really excited to see this important milestone, and I can see very interesting things happening as we continue to move forward, and seeing these various different components starting to come together in a big way. So all that being said, you guys, I hope you've enjoyed this content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.